When people hear blockchain, they imagine something futuristic, complicated, or mysterious. In reality, it's a very boring idea, and that's exactly why it works. Blockchain isn't about speed or hype. It's about making sure everyone agrees on the same history without needing a referee. Most explanations start with technical terms that make people tune out. But blockchain isn't misunderstood because it's technical. It's misunderstood because people explain what it is before explaining the problem it was designed to solve. Once you see that problem clearly, blockchain starts to make a lot more sense.
Everyone keeps saying that blockchain changes everything, but almost no one can explain what it actually is without buzzwords or complex diagrams. So here's the simplest way to picture it. Imagine you live on a quiet street where everyone shares one big neighborhood notebook. When someone buys something, sells something, or owes someone a favor, they write it in the notebook. But there's one important rule. Everyone keeps their own identical copy. Before a new line can be added, the whole neighborhood has to agree that it's true. If someone tries to sneak in a fake entry, say, Matt owes me $1,000, everyone else compares their notebooks and immediately says, nope, that's not what we have. That's blockchain in a nutshell. A digital notebook shared by thousands of people who all keep each other honest.
Normally, we rely on middlemen to keep records. Banks, accountants, big companies. They're the ones who say, trust us, we'll keep the books straight. But that trust has limits. Records can be changed, hacked, or quietly adjusted behind the scenes. A blockchain flips that model. Instead of one central bookkeeper, everyone shares the same open record. Every update is verified, timestamped, and linked to what came before. Once it's written, it's locked in. You can add to history, but you can't rewrite it. That's why people call blockchain immutable. It's not magical. It just means thousands of computers are watching the same book together. You don't need to trust one person. You trust the math that makes cheating almost impossible.
So who actually decides what gets written in this shared notebook? That's where something called consensus comes in. It's a fancy word for everyone agreeing before moving on. Different blockchains use different ways to agree on new pages. Bitcoin uses something called proof of work. It's like a race to solve a really hard puzzle before anyone else. Others use proof of stake, where participants lock up some of their own coins as a kind of security deposit. If one computer tries to cheat, the others see it instantly. It's like hundreds of referees watching the same replay from every angle.
Each page in the neighborhood notebook doesn't stand alone. When one page fills up, we seal it with a digital fingerprint. That fingerprint depends on everything written inside. Then we link that fingerprint to the next page. If someone ever tries to change an old record, the fingerprints won't match, and the entire neighborhood sees the tampering immediately. That's the chain in blockchain, a chain of blocks that protects every page before it. It's like time travel rules in Emily. You can't change the past without breaking the present.
So what can a giant honest notebook actually do? A lot more than you might think. Money is the most obvious example. Sending value safely online was the original problem blockchain solved. But the same structure can track almost anything. Shipping containers, medical records, supply chains, even digital art. Companies use it because it creates one source of truth everyone can audit. Governments test it for transparent spending. Nonprofits like it because it reduces fraud in donations. Anywhere trust or verification matters, blockchain works like digital duct tape. It keeps everything connected and accountable.
Let's clear up a few myths. First, blockchain equals cryptocurrency. Not quite. Cryptocurrency uses blockchain, but not every blockchain is about money. It's like saying every website is social media. Crypto is just one use case. Second, it's totally anonymous. Actually, it's the opposite. Most blockchains are public. Names are replaced by addresses, but every transaction is visible. That's why investigators can trace stolen crypto. It's all out in the open. Third, it's unbreakable. Blockchains are secure because of decentralization and transparency, but they still rely on people using them correctly. Human error, lost passwords, bad links, simple mistakes, still beats math every time. This isn't just tech talk. It's about trust.
For most of history, we've needed someone in the middle to say, I'll keep the record, I'll be the referee. Blockchain asks a different question. What if we could agree on truth ourselves? That's a quiet but radical shift in how society organizes information. Even if you never buy crypto, shared truth matters in finance, in supply chains, in food safety, even in elections. Here's the simple one-liner. A blockchain is a shared digital ledger where everyone has the same copy and no one can secretly change it. If you can say that with confidence, you already understand more than most people. And when someone asks how it works, just tell them, imagine a neighborhood notebook everyone agrees on. Or better yet, just share this video. It's way easier than drawing diagrams at dinner. Now that you know what the chain really means, next we'll talk about what actually lives on it, cryptocurrency, what gives it value, how it moves, and why it doesn't need a bank in the middle.
Everything on this channel is about understanding how crypto actually works. Not price predictions or hype, but the systems, rules, and shared records that make crypto function under the hood. When you understand how the crypto system is built, it becomes much easier to judge the claims, headlines, and narratives around it.
That foundation is what we'll keep building in the next video. This content is for education only, not investment advice. And thanks for watching.